Welcome to David Bradley Show with your host, David Bradley.
Happy Friday, everybody. How are all of Nashville peeps doing tonight? So we decided, because Jayna reached out to us, and we love having her on the show, and she was coming back to town this weekend. So we figured, hey, let's do a show. And Jayna was like, yay. So we got her back on, and we're going to have a little bit of fun. Everybody, please remember, if you leave a comment, you can ask Jayna a question. You can ask me a question. Caitlin's over there reading them as they come in. Leave a comment on Facebook or YouTube. We will see it. So Caitlin will look at the ones, and if anybody does do a question or anything, then she will very politely ask, or I'll see it come up on the monitor and I can ask it too. And I totally blanked. You get that? You just totally blank every now and then?
Only in the most important times.
Well, yeah. Like the beginning of a show. Everybody say hi to Miss Jayna Jennings, please.
Hello.
Hello, darling.
Thank you for having me back. I'm just fabulous. How are you?
I am tickled to death. You played the piano up there, and that was just so amazing. I'd never heard you play the piano before.
I love to play piano. Thank you. And it's a beautiful, beautiful baby grand.
Oh, God, it's gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Beautiful color.
And
easy
the tone.
To play.
The tone. I love the tone on
Fantastic. Beautiful. I've never been more jealous of anything in my life.
Well, you know where it's at.
I know where it's at. And I can just going to come up with any excuse to come play.
Jane will be calling me next Thursday going, hey, I'm on the way back. I want to play.
I'm gonna just be in town, you know. I'm gonna stop by and play the piano for
You're more than
5 or
welcome.
6 hours.
You're more than welcome.
Thank you.
I'll if you need a word or something for a song, I'll stand behind you.
Just shout out a word and I'll try to play something to that word, and then we're gonna start a game show of that.
That would be interesting.
Honestly, I think it would be kind of. I would watch it.
How to build a song. That would be interesting.
I think so.
What would be really interesting is a bunch of people hanging out and playing, and we luck up on a song that actually,
like just a jam session that creates a hit.
That creates a hit. That would be
cool.
That would be awesome.
Can you imagine the size of just a bunch of people in an interview? Like,
I know.
We were just sitting around playing.
Yeah.
I think that sounds like fun.
Well, I mean, when I had the studio up at Portland at the house, we were doing songs from the couch.
Mm-hmm.
Songwriters would get on the couch and just play like you do, like a writer's round.
Yeah.
And I liked it better because they were picking on each other and doing stuff, and it was like that stuff you can't do out when you're in public and you're on the stage, and you know you got to get your song out and tell a little bit of backstory, and then the next one goes. And up there it was a whole lot more fun because it was more real. It felt to me. Yeah,
like real time.
Yeah,
need to talk to each other. I've noticed that the writers' rounds in downtown Nashville are very structured.
Mm-hmm.
Like when it was like, do not talk for more than 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And if somebody went over a little bit in the monitor, somebody was like, shut up and sing your song.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, they gotta go.
Yeah.
But writers' rounds, when it can just be relaxed, it's like kind of nice because you get to hear the backstory. I think that's what makes a song is knowing what it's about, knowing where it came from.
Well, I mean, and I hate to keep going back to this, but I'm an old Andy Griffith fan, and I used to love when they all got together and played, whether it was Andy on the front porch playing the guitar, or the Darlings were there and had all the instruments and everything going on. To me, that felt more homey, more at ease, and just fun, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I miss about, because I'm going to use this phrase again. We got to start selling t-shirts. I'm telling you, with back in the day on it. I think that would be cool.
You missed an opportunity to wear it.
I know I did. I should have wore it.
Today or when? When was the opportunity?
Today.
Would've been
Today,
a good one. We both should have worn some just random merch of ourselves.
Yeah.
Trade off. You can have
Yeah.
some of mine. I'll take a back in the day shirt and we'll.
Oh yeah.
It'd be fun.
But it was cool. But back in the day, I think a lot of people have gotten away from that because it's like we used to go four-wheeling and stuff, and we would have a bonfire and people would be drinking, and next thing you know, somebody's got a guitar and you're like, where in the hell did the guitar come from? You know, and it was in the truck. Yeah, I'm like, where? And how in the hell are you still able to play it?
Yeah.
You know, and
Playing guitar is like riding a bike.
but then, you know, they would start playing something, and next thing you know, everybody at the bonfire is sitting there half drunk and singing and just having a good old time.
Yeah.
And I miss those days.
I mean, I just think the campfire setting is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, just like casual music is what gets musicians into wanting to play.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think the more, I mean, not that the business side is bad because like it's still really fun, but I think you can get burnout on it quick because it's like very structured and all about a show in a certain way, and you've got
Yeah.
it's a color by number sort of situation. Like this is what you do when you're on. This is how you. And it's like, well, I mean, it kind of took all the fun out of just like sitting and playing a song and talking, and you know.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I think that's what gets you into wanting to do music in the first place.
I think it creates a lot of connecting with other people,
Mhm.
you know, and when you're in that smaller environment and you're not being structured and this and that and time limits and all this other crap, I think you have so much more fun.
Yeah.
And the people that are with you are getting into it and they're singing with you. And because that's one thing I like, you know, like if you go to a concert or something, they know the song and you start playing the song and the crowd's singing back to you. And it's just, to me, it's more of a everybody just coming together vibe, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I love it.
I love it too. I love a good live show. I especially like playing a live show, but I do like watching live shows. Sometimes I feel like I don't know how to act at a live show when I'm not performing.
Yeah.
I feel like, what do I do with my hands?
Well, see, that was a weird part with me because when I got into the lights and the sound and everything, I would go see a concert. Man, I can't wait. I got to go see these people.
Mhm.
But then I catch myself navigating over towards the production booth
Yeah.
because that's where the best sound is. And
so
that's where the
your
best
dog
lighting is.
following you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and you're just like, wow, holy crap. This ain't like it used to be.
I feel like when I'm at a show, I'm watching it for ideas of like, okay, well, that person did really good with talking to the crowd about this, or this person lost me at this. Like
Yeah.
I just start analyzing the performance, and then I'm like, oh man,
Mhm.
I didn't even have the last time that I like actually just watched a show for what it was and was like, okay, I'm watching the show for what it is and I'm not critiquing it in my mind or change or being like, okay, well, if I was still there, I wouldn't have thought to say this or do this. So I need to remember that next time. How many times did they say their name on the stage? Like
Oh, yeah.
calculating everything. The last time I just watched a show for what it was Metallica. And it was like, I had a great time just being like, oh, I love these songs and this is fun. But I think most other, especially like in an intimate setting, I'm like, I gotta be watching everything that they're doing.
Yeah.
And analyzing what I like and don't like. And so it feels a little bit like I'm at work, even when
Mhm.
I'm not working.
Yeah. Because it's been a while. But Metallica came out. They were going to do a tour. And Godsmack were opening for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out it was in the round they were doing. Big round stage
Yeah.
that did the slow turn and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, holy crap, I got to go see this because I had never seen that before.
That was
you know?
something that made you want to be there.
Yeah, it made me
Yeah.
want to be there. And then a real good buddy of mine, Sean, he had box seats tickets.
This is crazy. I had box seat tickets from a friend.
Yeah.
To see Metallica too.
It was
is a
cool as
crazy
all get out.
situation.
Because we were up there and it was like, I can't mention the companies that it was the buck seats, but they had it decked out.
Yes.
I mean, there was even a waitress in there and anything you wanted to drink, food, all that stuff. It was right there. And I was right at the edge of the rail. I'm just like, dude, you know.
Yeah.
And then Godsmack came out and I was just like, holy crap. The sound was awesome. I loved it. And then they got to that point in their show where they had just started doing the dueling drum sets.
Yeah.
And I was just blown away by all of it.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I think this, but just really crazy that we had a similar experience because I got box seats for Metallica with like some people I went with and I had no idea what to expect. They bring in like a ton of Chick-fil-A and I'm like, wow, like that's cool. Then the next thing they bring in like all this catered food, like it was just full in there. And I was like, this is crazy. But
see, I was expecting like pizza.
Yeah, same.
Or
I was
something.
expecting popcorn or something. Like I really didn't even have high expectations. I mean, not that it wouldn't have been awesome. I didn't know to think like that. And I was like, there's so much stuff in here.
There was like,
it's crazy.
I swear there was like at least 6 different entrees.
Yes.
And I was just like, is that fettuccine Alfredo? What
ate
the
so much
heck?
mac and cheese.
You know?
I ate so much mac and cheese that night. I was like, I'll never eat mac and cheese again. And I didn't until today. And that was June.
Well, that's funny because I had roast beef and macaroni and cheese.
Oh my goodness. What in the world? But there was so much mac and cheese there, and it was all really good mac and cheese. And the first opener was Suicidal Tendencies, and then the next one was Pantera, and both of them were amazing. And I got, I don't know, I'm just like a big fan of Zakk Wylde, so getting to see see him play him on stage in person was awesome. And then Metallica was great, and then it was like, oh, now I have to leave the mac and cheese. Yeah, it was devastating. It was a really hard time for me getting back to the car.
Yeah, I took and actually seen Zakk Wylde in Nashville. At one of the, I can't remember the name of the venue. Iron Maidens was opening up for him. And I went down there and I did the meet and greet with Iron Maidens and all that stuff. And Nikki Stringfield of the Iron Maidens was actually on my show.
Oh, that's cool.
And no, what was cool is she remembered me when I got down there.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh,
so
cool, David, and I was like, awesome. Got pictures, everything else. And Zakk Wylde was opening up, actually met him. He was walking around the floor and stuff. And he was just like the coolest down to earth guy, man. I just love that. I mean, I don't like people that get pretentious.
Oh, yes.
It's something about it. Just, you've got a good heart. You sound good. You play good. Dude, you're not okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I understand.
Yeah, I'm acting like I make $1 million a minute, and I got to hurry up because I got to go to Waffle House to start my shift.
Yeah,
it's just crazy.
Yeah, I completely agree. There's a lot of that in this industry. There's a lot of that.
Oh, we could go on and on about this industry.
Oh, but we better not. We love this industry. We're happy to be in it.
It's a lot of people say, and I got to thinking about this the other day. A lot of people say that they choose to do this and they choose to do that. But I think the industry actually chooses you. Because I was talking to Noelle yesterday, and she had a background. What got her so interested in music and everything was when she was riding around with her mom and listening to the music all the time. I mean, it was, dad had one style, mom had another style, but she was listening to all of it and taking it all in. And that's what got her so interested in the music and everything. So I think it chooses us.
I think so.
And then, unfortunately, we got to go into the industry to do what we got to do.
Yeah, it's the nature made you want to do it. And then it's like now you have to.
Yeah.
I don't want to say conform, because I feel like there are a lot of people who come into the industry and then change things for the better or whatever. But I do think like there's a certain amount of like learning the ropes and learning what's expected of you and what you're willing to tolerate.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that recently. It's just like, I was talking about the connections I wanted to make. When you start leaning into, okay, so I've met this person and they can lead me to these people, and you start meeting, it's like if those connections are not aligning with who you are and the artist you want to be and the person you want to be, it's like, okay, maybe I need to start going over to this direction, because it's like this industry is so fun and you meet so many fun people, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, like now I realize I have kind of compromise what I wanted to be doing. And it's like, you don't want that to do that, because you got into it for a reason. And there's something that only you can give to this industry. And I think when we start conforming into the, okay, well, this person has like a big name, I got to like meet this person or like something. It's like, what do you really want your artistry to say outside of, I need to get the street cred of like, I hang out with these people, I work with these people. It's like, choose your connections and the people that you work with really wisely, because not everybody cares about your art. You care about your art and you find the other people that care about it too.
Yeah. Because
push it forward.
Now because I was born and raised in Nashville. Here's what we used to do, because you could always tell who the top artist was.
Yeah.
Because you could go downtown Nashville and all the outer towners were dressed like that artist.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, it's like nobody wore bell bottoms. Lainey shoots way up there. Grammy winning, Oscar winning, not Oscar, CMA winning, all that stuff. And then the next thing you know, that's all you see is bell bottoms and the freaking straight brim hat and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, whatever happened to your own style?
That's very true.
Do your own thing. Be your own person. If you can create what is your style of creating.
Yeah. I think that just as an artist, a lot of people come in. Well, I mean, like the last time I went to see a good writers round downtown, I was like, everybody's so talented and I really enjoyed seeing everybody. So this is no hate, but I was like, this person reminds me a lot of like that their style is Luke Bryan, and then this person's style. And I was like, I can kind of see where they're leaning. And it was like, after a couple of years, I think you either decide, okay, well, I'm kind of tired cosplaying, so I'm going to go home. Or you're like, okay, now I've started developing who I want to be as an artist, and you figure out what your sound is particularly, and then it's like that's when things start to kind of roll for you.
Oh yeah.
When you decide like, okay, like now I kind of understand what sounds good with my voice and the kind of production style I believe in, like what I want to sound like, and that's when it's like it becomes fun to play. And I think you have to get past the stage of like, okay, I'm just doing whatever I think will get people to really like me, and people are gonna love this, and this
I'm gonna listen.
True method.
I'm going to listen to that guy that's never done anything in the music industry whatsoever, but he's got a college degree.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people that come up to you after you sing a show. Like you can give like a great show, and then someone who knows nothing about the music industry comes up to you and is like, if you'd start doing more covers of this music I like, you'd really do great. And it's like, would I do great, or would I just make you a little happier because I sing a song you know?
Well, see, the thing I like that I'll laugh my butt off every time I hear it. There'll be an artist on stage and they come across with a pretty good song and the crowd loves it. But then when they get off stage, you see that guy, excuse me, that's a quotation thing. That guy, I love your music. I can make you a star. I can do this. I can do that. Translation, give me all your money.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of just scams and sharks that try to like, I can get the, and what I've noticed also about like the fun connections I've made in Nashville were always outside of Nashville.
Yeah.
Like this area or Guitar Town or whatever.
Mhm.
It's like you always meet the people that are like, oh yeah, like I've worked with so and so and so. That's not important. I just like jamming and
Yeah.
you find out that they've like worked with incredible people or that they are incredible people themselves, or you just start like, wow, you've done some crazy stuff. And they're like, yeah, I also just come and like play, and I try to avoid like going downtown or whatever because they just want to hang out and play.
Mhm.
And I don't know, that's just something I've considered when I get I can make you a star. It's like, okay, well, like, what are your star credentials?
You wouldn't believe though how many people don't even research the credentials.
That's kind of sad. I think it's just that they've got a big dream and they want to push forward. I think we all of us who are new in this industry are just like, okay, what is the right way to network?
Mm-hmm.
And then the more you do it, the more you like figure out, okay, well, like I can recognize that that's kind of just BS. And then you recognize what's the fun stuff. But I think in the beginning, it's just like, I want to. Nobody's going to get discovered. Like nobody gets discovered anymore either. It's sort of like you just kind of work it until it happens.
Well, the bad part about it is record execs and stuff that used to frequent downtown Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do it anymore. Why should they?
That's what I was thinking.
They can set on their computer
TikTok
and watch TikTok. People. They can watch Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. They go to YouTube a lot.
Yeah.
And they ain't got to deal with the crowd. Mm-hmm. They ain't got to deal with that. Excuse me, ma'am. Can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah. Because
if somebody comes up to you and they're not shouting the preachings of, I can make you a star, people sometimes don't listen to them.
Yeah, that's very true.
So why go and talk to them? Mm-hmm. They can do it. And then when they figure out or run across your stuff and everything, and they actually want to sit down and talk to you, they can have their secretary figure out how to contact you, and they'll contact you from there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit smarter way to do it, but I still miss the back in the day stuff,
Yeah, there's less fun. Like I got discovered at the Bluebird stories.
Mm-hmm.
That's not really a thing that happens anymore. But I think it's also kind of it kind of forces you to have a work ethic that tops a lot of instead of like I'm gonna get discovered if I just keep putting myself out there. It's like, well, actually you gotta really hustle for it. So anybody that breaks through, it's like you really worked for this. Good for you.
Oh,
you really put yourself out there and you avoided the sharks and you did it the right way.
Well, see, that's I got to give credit where credit is due. Alexandra Kay. Really good songs, great singer. She put herself out there, but she also used social media.
Yeah.
And did a lot of really great things before she actually ever went on tour.
Yeah.
People knew who she was. She was doing songs and the morning coffee thing and all this other stuff. She had met a lot of bigger named artists. And every now and then you would see when she was doing her morning coffee thing, oh, look, who the hell is that? They just popped up. Hey, man, and she was doing stuff. I remember seeing where she was pulling into a town to play and she was on the bus and there was a long line waiting to get in to see her.
That's a very good story.
And
that's so happy.
She actually got her helper on the bus. She signed a t-shirt and had the helper get off the bus and run it out to somebody in the crowd just to give that little bit of a holy crap,
Yeah.
And then the heifer turns around and opens a damn coffee shop. You believe that crap? From her morning coffee stuff. And I'm just like, girl, I'm taking notes.
Smart business move. We love to see it.
That's almost like an old school Dolly type thing. You know, I mean, one day she might own a amusement park.
I think that she needs to write that down because that's a good idea.
You might do it.
Who knows?
Write it down.
I'm gonna write that down. Can you imagine Jayna Land?
I
don't even know what it would be like.
You're diversified because you've got so many different structures to you.
See, I know that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, there could be like different parts, like Disney.
Yeah, it's like, okay, here's Halloween Land, and here's Cinderella Land, and just different stuff.
Just different sides, and it just depends on the day.
Yeah.
It just depends. I don't even how like Dollywood has the what is it? Is it cinnamon bread?
I don't know. I've never been.
So good. Cinnamon. You've never been to Dollywood?
I've never been to Dollywood.
You gotta go to Dollywood and get the cinnamon bread. But I don't know what I would have in Jayna Land.
Jayna bread?
Jayna spaghetti. I really believe that. I have a song called Spaghetti.
No, I didn't.
I put a song out when I was like 16. Oh my gosh. Okay, should I tell the corn story?
Oh, go for it.
Okay. I wrote songs my whole life, and I felt like I had really hit a turning point when I was at like 13, 14. And so I amassed. So like with your first album, you've been writing songs a long time, and then you're going in the studio and you're like, okay, these are my favorite songs I've written over the past like 5 years.
Right.
The next album is like everything that you've written within like a year and a half since you put out the first one.
Right.
So my first album is like all of the songs I liked ever since I was like 12 or 13.
Okay.
And so I am 16 years old in a recording studio for like my first ever Get a Band to Play With Me album. So you can imagine they're like teen angsty country songs that are like really sad and savage.
Okay.
And I mean like that's just the worst you could imagine. And we go to Walmart. My mom has my CD in her purse. And this guy asks, he's like, hey, are you a singer? And my mom's like, she is a singer. And she starts doing like the momager thing where she's like, she is a singer. She's so talented. She just made her first album. And I'm like, and she gives him my CD. And he's like, oh, cool. Like,
yeah,
I'm the drummer for Korn. I'm going to give it.
Wonders never cease.
I'm going to give it to Roadrunner Records. And he did.
That is awesome.
And it like kills me though, because it's like those like 14-year-old, like, and nobody understands me. Like 4-chord. I can't even describe. Please look it up, everybody. It's so funny. But anyway, it's like, why did we randomly meet the drummer of Korn? I think of this story a lot because it's hilarious. But so my first ever CD went to Roadrunner. Just like not like they're not gonna like that. But I was like, okay, thank you.
I can see them now listening to it. Wow, there's a lot of angst in this.
Yeah, they probably were like, wow, we're gonna put some really good electric guitars to this and make this metal. I mean, honestly, I feel like Southern Gothic Romance could be metal as hell. That whole album was if I didn't go the bluegrass route.
Well, see, this is where you're gonna shoot me because I knew you was coming up with it.
Coming up with what?
The Southern
Gothic Romance?
Yeah, because we had talked about that earlier.
Yeah, I put that out in 2023.
Yeah, but I haven't listened to it yet.
Why am I even here, David?
I'm just saying, I have not listened to that yet because it just, I don't know. It's where me and you talk all the time and everything. I'm just like, I'm so comfortable with you. It's like,
it got album of the year.
I know.
So that's like a positive. I think you might like it. You might not. You might be like,
yeah. Well. And then you got the JMA Vocalist of the Year.
Yeah.
Was that off that album too?
Yeah. No, it wasn't.
Make up my mind.
So I got Song of the Year from that album. And then that year I got Vocalist. And then the next year I got Album because I spread it out a little bit. So I put out the 1043. Then I put out Southern Gothic from the the single off of that
Yeah.
record before I put it out. So that got Song of the Year, and then the album got Album of the Year. But Southern Gothic Romance is kind of like, it was a visual album, so it had 12 music videos. I think I did 11 music videos because the last song is kind of a standalone that I was just like, it doesn't really need a visual. But so I did a book for it, which I am working on getting published. It's like a book of pictures and behind the scenes of making all the different music videos. And yeah, I got Album of the Year and got to accept it at the Opry, which was cool. And then I put out a different album. So that's 2 albums ago. But I still feel like Southern Gothic is like my pinnacle project, you know?
That's what I'm looking up.
You're looking it up right now?
Yes.
Nice. I love when I get a good.
That way I can
score.
freaking pin it to where I can listen to it later.
You might like it.
I probably will.
It's kind of different than anything I've put out recently. It's kind of like very grassy.
I mean, you kind of know what music I like.
It's like dark folk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like if you're ever feeling creepy,
Mhm.
Halloween. This is Southern Gothic Romance will be the Halloween section of Jayna Land.
Hey, there you go.
There we go. Except for it's a little bit like earthy, you know, very centered around rivers and mountains and ghosts and death and being murdered by a
Bears.
husband. And I'm too afraid of bears. I'm less afraid of husbands than I am bears, but
Well,
they're the same thing.
pretty much.
But I have
They
lots
both
of
were out.
murder songs. There's songs about what is that? Wetlands, marshes. There's a lot of
Swamp.
yeah, you know, well, I always have one song about a swamp on an album. The last one was Salt Marsh.
Yeah.
And then on Southern Gothic, it's a song called Under the Sun. So like any chance I get where I can talk about herons or egrets, it's like I'm gonna do it.
What the hell's an egret?
It's a white little bird.
Really?
Yes. Can you put that
No,
on the
seriously, I don't
t-shirt?
know.
Okay, well, Google it.
No,
Fine.
I'm tired of Googling.
I'm sorry. Okay, so it's like a bird that's white and it lives in the marsh.
See, this is all part of our conversation.
I feel
You're
like-
teaching me
I
stuff.
feel like I feel like I'm your chat GBT right now. You know, I've never used chat GBT and I never will.
I don't even know what it is.
I do not like AI. Let that be stated. Let it be written. Let it be known.
I don't like it either.
I don't believe in it at all. And I feel like it's also a big issue for songwriters in the industry because
Mhm.
people are trying to get AI songs on like Spotify and stuff and like swap it.
Yeah, it just,
That's what I have to say. And that's what I have to say to everybody wanting to use AI. Swap it.
the whole big thing though on the AI with them doing the music and stuff,
Yeah.
you can actually key in and find your singer. You want a male, type it in. You
Yeah.
want a female, type it in. And then you can pick out what pitch they're at
Mm-hmm.
to sing that song.
I've had a few people pitch their songs to me with AI.
Yeah.
Like, here's a song that I wrote. And I love all the people who pitched their songs to me with AI. So this is not like saying that they shouldn't pitch their songs to me, but I do feel like if you've got a melody written up by AI, I'm not singing that melody. I
Well,
would change it.
if you use AI to do that, okay, fine. Sometimes it's cheaper to do that than to hire the band and
And to
hire
the
a
people who
singer.
worked their whole lives to get hired for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how dare they? But I don't like, because when you're vocalizing the words and you're singing,
Mm-hmm.
you can put the feeling into it.
Yeah.
When you use AI and their vocal processing and all that other crap, there's no feeling into it. It
Mhm.
is robotic as hell.
Yeah.
And I can't stand that.
And I just think that we as artists, like, you consider like that a person as a kid went and took guitar lessons
Yeah.
and singing lessons or piano lessons and like worked to be able to do it. And then like you have, worked in the industry to get hired. And then somebody's like, yeah, I'm just going to type it into AI.
Mhm.
Like there's nothing more like, defeating. And just then whenever you hear like somebody sends you, I want you to sing this song. It's like, well, okay, yeah, but you like had AI come up with a melody.
Yeah.
When this could have been a co-write situation. You could say like, here's some lyrics that I have, like, and I could write a melody to it, and we could, have a co-write or something. But it's like, no, because I just went ahead. Because I mean, and I understand, like, when you have a vision, you want to just take it as far as you can. Like, okay, I've got this song and I don't know what to do with it. I want to take it to AI and get some gratification, because we live in an instant gratification society where everything that you have an idea, it's got to be done right now.
Yeah.
But it's like, maybe, there are a lot of people who, if you're thinking, I want to go and get this recorded, but somebody's going to charge me money to record it. It's like, well, take it to somebody with your lyrics and be like, let's do a co-write, edit the lyrics, write a melody. Let's work on it together.
Yeah.
And then both of you are invested in the song. So I think there's a better route than just going the AI way.
Well, I mean, I'm probably going to get shot for saying this because I'm kind of shooting myself in the own foot. But
we've been very controversial this whole episode.
I know it's just the way it is. But here's the thing. I'm just going to go ahead and say it.
Let it out.
With the equipment I have here, you see everything I got. You know what I got. Literally, if you was to sit here and write a song and you wanted to put the headphones on and listen and pick it out and get everything down on it, and then when you got done, you wanted to do the first rough cut recording of it, you can actually do it here.
Oh, perfect.
There's a lot of podcasters out there that actually have the equipment that they could do that.
I mean, and I think, like, look at Billie Eilish and Phineas, like, they were able to record their stuff at home and it blow up. And like, so my producer was really busy working with other people. And so last year I had just a lot of songs that I felt like, just for catharsis sake, I needed to get recorded. But he was working with a couple other bands. He was like, give me some time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think I want to wait any longer. And I was like, I'm also, I enjoy working with him. So I was like, I'm going to just start working on things at home and then send it to him.
Yeah.
And we can keep working from there. And then I realized, like, recording at home, I had the freedom to produce something from my mind.
Yeah.
And I love I think, like, when you're working with other people, they give you ideas you would have never thought of. So I still prefer working with somebody else over than just doing it myself. But I was like, I'm just going to experiment with stuff and make like a pop album, just something totally different than I would be doing there.
Yeah.
And it ended up being a lot of fun and just a really cathartic experience. It's not something I've ever performed. I don't think I've ever played any of the songs live.
You should start.
I should start. Well, actually, I had a live band go in the studio and record 2 of the songs off of the album, because I was like, doing it myself, it just was sort of like, I want to have like a group of people vibing to these songs, because they're just like, there's really fun songs and just kind of, they got a good groove. And I was like, maybe if we just all were in there and just like having a good time on a Saturday, then just whatever it turns out to be, that. So we went in and recorded a couple of those songs, but there are songs that I have not performed live yet, but it was just like a project that I felt like I needed to be doing something, but it was a sit still kind of moment.
Yeah.
So I was able to do that project, and now I'm like, kind of like, okay, now I'm ready to like, it gave me the confidence to experiment in different genres, which is why the single that I put out on last Friday, September 5th. Is that right? Last Friday?
Yeah.
Wow, it's already been out for a week.
Yeah.
That's insane. I feel like I just put it out. I don't even feel like it's out yet, because I keep on being like, oh, my new single. And then I'm like, it's out. But that's why that one has more of a pop feel, even though like I'm not necessarily going to pop. It's just like, it
hit you.
Yeah. So I feel like after the pop album was done, working on My Heart Tells on Me, my new single, just felt like, okay, now I'm not as afraid to experiment with other genres and do things that I otherwise wouldn't have had not the courage, but just not the mindset of doing. Now I'm sort of in the mindset of like, let's just try different things production wise and just see what happens.
Well, see, that's something that I've got to, believe it or not, I'm going to say her name this time. I have to commend Royal Lynn, because she was a country artist. And then she come across with a heavy metal song with country lyrics in the song. And it sounded so damn good.
I'm a big heavy metal fan, so I can see that I can see that happening in my career at some point. And I have kind of thought about what genre am I going to end up in. I feel like I love country music, and I feel like the lyrics and the storytelling in country music is what attracted me to performing it.
Yeah.
But I think I was, talking the other day, like I feel like my music is kind of a chameleon because I can try out this genre and it all just, I can kind of change based on like what I want to be doing. And I think that's a good thing, but I think it's also kind of hard to, when you're trying to narrow something down and just be like, this is what I'm doing. And so, over the next couple of years, I really want to land in a spot.
But see, the big thing is a lot of people say it's like finding their sound.
Yeah.
And I think people do have to find their genre.
Yes.
But when you actually settle on your genre, are you really just settling on the genre for financial gain? Because
that's a good point.
If in your heart you have fun, I'll just throw some songs out there. Say you have fun singing an Evanescence song. 2 songs later, you're singing a Metallica song.
Yeah.
3 songs later, you're singing a Joe Diffie song. It's people don't need to stay within just one genre.
I can agree with that.
Because
it's boring.
It is.
You're not one. I mean, I don't know. I'm a multifaceted person. I don't want to just be in one box forever.
Yeah.
And I love country music, and I love the artists of country music. Like I really love George Jones.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, just like there's so much, I don't know. There's just like, there's a deep connection to me with classic country. And so.
Well, mine was back in the four-wheel drive days and hunting and fishing and doing all this stuff. I couldn't tell you exactly how many of my friends actually had a Hank Williams Jr. tattoo. Because that was like, you wasn't country unless you had that Hank Williams Jr. tattoo. It was either on your arm or on your back, or a couple of guys had it on their chest,
Yeah.
And that was that era. And my God, what an era. But Hank did so much stuff for country music, and the whole the way that he came across with his music, his songs, they actually gave you that attitude of that song while you was listening to it, and to me that's a pinnacle for a lot of music with me, because you know how you listen to them songs every now and then and the hair will stand up on your arms?
Yeah.
Or you're in the middle of a breakup and you're thinking not really good thoughts, but that one song picked you up and put everything in perspective for you. And it got you through it, because second divorce was Creed for me.
Really?
Yes. Creed. I loved some Creed back in the day, man. I mean, it was just, that was when they first started coming out. And I think it was album 2 that they came out with, and it was wild, all the stuff. The first divorce was actually Guns N' Roses stuff that I listened to.
I can see that.
Yeah. Because my favorite quote is actually from a Guns N' Roses song.
Which is it?
Been dragging my heels with a bitch called Hope. Let the undercurrent carry me along. And the name of the song is Caught in the Garden of Eden.
Yeah. Okay. I can see it. I can see it. I mean, I think my music taste kind of changes on the day, but it's like you said, it's like it just a song will find you where you need it. And like I think for me, I'm kind of just a genre shapeshifter in a lot of ways. Like I don't want to just always be listening to one thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like I grew up on such a variety of music that it's just sort of like whatever I think sounds good to me.
When you get in the car.
Yeah.
And you're fixing to, do you do like I do? You're kind of like, man, I kind of want to listen to this, but no, I kind of want to listen to this, you know? And then
you got to find the perfect driving playlist.
I got to find that driving song, you know?
Yeah.
And of course, I always started out with Ted Nugent, you know?
Yeah.
It's something about the drive that Ted has on a lot of his songs and everything, you know? I mean, it's crazy.
I don't even know what I like to drive to. I know I'll always drive to Sad But True because that's my favorite song. But I also like to drive to Tom Petty because I feel like he's good road trip music. Lately, I've been really into driving to the Eagles because I don't know, they just put me in like a calm mood and I have really bad road rage. So it's like, can you imagine?
I can't picture that.
Really?
I know you.
I mean,
you're always nice and
thank you for saying that.
Almost disgustingly bubbly at times.
I'm going to start playing this clip for people whenever they say that I'm not nice. I'm going to be like, yeah, well, guess what?
There you go.
But,
and then tell them to subscribe and follow and all that good stuff.
Okay. I'll be like, subscribe and follow. So like, imagine you're just driving down the street and you cut me off and you hear like horn, horn, horn. And I'm like yelling, but in my car, it's like the best. You got the best, the best. Give me the best of my life. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like they just give me a peaceful, easy feeling while I'm driving. And so
yeah, but I also see you rolling the window down and blasting, and I won't back down.
See, but we did that today. I do like. You want me to show you what's coming next on my playlist?
Oh my God.
It's actually really funny because it literally is. And look at what happened before. The one that happened before is already gone. Eagles.
Yeah.
That's like insane to me. But here's my driving playlist. It's 2 Black Hearts, as you can see. And it starts with Stairway to Heaven. And then it goes to I Won't Back Down. And here's The Best of My Love. And then we've got, For Whom the Bell Tolls. So it's like, you know, there's a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ups and downs on the way to a place for me.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, one of mine, you know, like I'll start Ted Nugent off Stranglehold. Even when I was going 4-wheeling and stuff, before I hit one of the big mud holes or something. Yeah. That riff at the beginning of Stranglehold. Oh my God. I get cold chill bumps and I'll hit that freaking mud hole wide open, you know, and mud shooting everywhere and just having a great time. But even like I'll walk out of the house, get in the car, Stranglehold right off the bat.
That's you're right off the bat.
Right off the bat, because it gets everything started. It gets everything going. Yeah. It gets me alert. It gets me ready. 4 or 5 songs into it, Symphony of Destruction by Megadeth.
Oh, actually, I really love that song. Watch him become again.
Yep.
What is it? I feel like I'm so excited that you know what that you're in on the Dave Mustaine lore. Yeah. That's so funny.
Well, I mean, when they first came out with Peace Sells, Who's Buying?
I do like Peace Sells. What do you mean I don't support your system?
I didn't know. Yeah. Anyway, they played a small tour, stages and stuff when they first come out with Peace Sells, Who's Buying?
Yeah.
One of the places they came to was a place that used to be off Music Row, and it was called the Music Row Showcase. I was like director over there at the Music Row Showcase.
So have you met Dave Mustaine?
I got to hang out and see the whole show and meet everybody, and it was just.
I feel like I take my hair advice from him.
It was like, you know, the highlight of my whole freaking year, man.
Oh my gosh. That's just so crazy to me. I love Dave Mustaine.
Oh yeah.
I think Back in Death is so good. There's so many good ones.
Hmm.
But Peace Sells. Have you seen that video where he's like on a stage and he's like, Peace Sells? You okay? I think it's so funny. Oh my gosh. You gave me the girl giggles about Dave Mustaine.
Well, I mean,
Can't believe it.
I've had such, because I was in the 80s and the 90s and I'm sorry, country music and rock music and everything else was so much better back in that day.
That's fair. That's a fair. Well, I think that now it's a lot just more computer. I don't know, because like we were listening to, what was I listening to on the way here? It had like a guitar gallop. And I was like talking about, well, I really like learning just guitar solos and stuff.
Right.
And so I was like, that's a gallop. And I was like naming off the things. And I was like, you know what really is boring about some current music? It's like, I know somebody programmed a loop.
Yeah.
And it is, and it's like, it kind of sucks that you're not sitting there being like, that's a 12-string guitar. Okay, that person's doing a gallop, or that person, it's kind of like, well, now you're kind of missing out on the fun part of listening to somebody's artistry.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that's what I think is lacking currently.
I think, and this is the funny part, because when you go back to the 80s and the 90s, the way the lead guitar led in and everything else, it was structured.
Yeah.
Everything was structured. Nowadays, everything is programmed.
That is a really good way of describing it, because I was talking about Corn Freak on a Leash. I was like, this is structured so well, and you can tell the band is so tight on this song, and like whether you like that kind of music or not, it's still like just like a really structured, well done song. And then when something else comes on after it, you can really hear like the decrease in quality, just because, I mean, I don't know why, but it was just like something I was talking about earlier, because it was like that song just to me is like just very solid, and just you can tell everybody's in the pocket, and it's just great. And then when something else comes on, you're like, oh, somebody programmed this. Yeah. Yeah. And that's a bummer.
They either programmed it or they programmed the computer to print out that sheet.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I'll probably say this till the day I die. I think one of the best guitarists out there was Ted Nugent, because look at the guitar he was playing. Look what he was doing with that guitar, with those amps. He created a sound that nobody had ever even heard before. And then he's creating these riffs. And that's all made up in his head. Yeah. Guitar in his hand. And I think that's where you get the best music, because it's actually an extension of their personality. Yeah. Yeah. It's just like, I mean, just cooking it up in your head and hearing a melody and sitting down and figuring it out and putting your heart into it is so much better than playing what's handed, just like print something. I think I think it just all kind of goes back to our AI conversation of just like, let a musician just mess around for a while, and they'll come up with something awesome. And so I think my band feels like I give too much creative freedom. And there are times where I'm like, this is what I want. This is what I have in my head. Do it now. Do it this way. And when I hear it in my head a certain way, I will make them do it till I hear, because it's a song that I wrote and I hear it in my head. Right. But like, sometimes it's just like, just do what comes naturally to you and feel it out and get an idea for it. And that's fine with me. And so usually I feel like whenever I turn it over to like, My Heart Tells on Me, my new song, I was starting working with a new drummer, and I was like, Eric, do whatever you want to do. I really don't care. I was like, as long as it builds at the end, like I trust your expertise.
and he sent it back to me, and I was like, this is exactly what it needed. And he did it like, he was playing in such a different way than I'd had somebody play before. So
Yeah.
it was like this kind of helped as a marker of like, okay, this is the new music.
Oh yeah.
Different than the previous two chapters of music for me. So I was like, this was a good stake in the ground. And I think like if I had been like, this is what it needs to sound like, study this stuff,
Oh yeah.
play it like my other stuff, and give me this is the kind of build I want. It's like, and you just let somebody have the time to think it through themselves. Usually you're going to be happy with what you get.
Oh yeah.
Because you're trusting that they know what they're doing.
Well, the great part about a drummer is you could have a Carmen apiece and he'll structure the song and play it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you take it over to somebody else and tell them you haven't done the drums yet, Neil Peart, for example, take it over to him and it's two totally different things. The feels, the way they do it all.
Yeah.
And that's where I find the beauty in all of it, because it's what your heart and your soul feels.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about the creation process.
Oh, absolutely. I think
You would think I wrote a song before or something.
yeah. You would think you're a person interested in talking to songwriters or something like that.
It's weird.
It's weird.
I know, right?
But I think that's why we get into this business anyway. It's just like whenever I was a kid, it was like I talk about this in like my bio or whatever, but it was like we had this like pink Barbie dream car at my grandma's house.
Yeah.
And
You
my
put flames on it, didn't you?
I wasn't allowed to express myself like that. But they did. It was my cousins would have like whole Barbie monologue talking to each other, Barbie dialogue talking to each other.
Yeah.
And then they'd like push them in the cart, and I'd be like, okay, so pretend they turn on the radio. We're driving down and I would like come up with some BS song while Barbie's taking a spin in the dream car because I wanted to be the radio. And it was like, okay, so you guys keep playing, but I'm going to be like the movie soundtrack in the back. It was like, that's
awesome.
and so it's like I was writing songs really young. And then I wrote my first song where it was like I sat down and wrote a song,
Mhm.
like wrote it down and tried to remember a melody. But I think just being a songwriter is something that you just kind of are.
Yeah.
And then whenever you get into like, okay, well, this song has to have this, you have to say this, and you have to say it like this, and make sure you shout out your sponsor like this.
Mhm.
It's like, oh man, all the creativity and the fun kind of gets kind of sucked out of it when you stop writing from your heart and writing about what you want to say. Right. And that's what I tell all of the people like that I work with, if they're in a writer's block or something. It's like, write a bad song, write the fluff, and then eventually you'll get to the good stuff again.
Yeah.
Like, just keep writing. Don't let the gift kind of wither. Just keep writing and keep working on it until it's done. I mean, if there's a song that you write that's absolute crap, the next one you're going to write is going to be good, but you got to write the crap song to get to the good stuff.
But honestly, I'm that guy. If somebody wrote a song, I don't care if it's crap or it's good or whatever, I still think that song needs to be heard, because you never know what song will touch who. I
think as a songwriter, I've watched some of my friends, like one of my good friends wrote a song and I think it's so good. And I'm like, I want to show this to my friends. Like, let me, like, this is so good. And he's like, this song sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wrote this as a joke. And then he'll send me, like, he sent me a new song and it's good, but it's like, man, that other song is something that would just be an absolute banger.
Well, I mean, I've talked to a lot of people, and the one thing that I find funny, you can take a song and you can be working on it for a month.
Yeah.
And you're banging it out and you're sweating and you're trying to get everything perfect, and you get done with it and you think it's the best song you ever wrote. But then you can take 5 minutes with 2 or 3 drinks in you and write something stupid, idiotic, and that song will actually do better than the one that you worked your ass off on.
I think there's also a point of just like, I worked too much on this song.
Yeah.
You can really hear it. Well, like the song, the cowboy song, a song that I wrote, I was in the shower and it came to me like, in like movies where it's like a coating and it like covers the screen.
Yeah.
It was like that in my brain. And I was like, and it's like such a silly song. You'd have to hear it to know what I mean.
Okay,
But
play it.
it is, I mean, I will. I'll
Play it.
For
I'm
real?
serious.
Okay.
Yes, because you intrigued me with it come to you in the shower thing.
All right, well, here it goes. But I remember that my first thought after writing it on accident, just in my mind, was that is the stupidest song I have ever heard. I
Mhm.
could never perform that. And then I sent it to my friend Garrett Wheeler, and I was like, what do you think of this? I am all tangled up in chords. I'm so sorry.
It's in your sleeve. There you go.
But I was like, what do you think of this song? And he sent me back a demo like immediately of him singing it. And he was like, you mean like this? And I was like, 100%, let's go. So we immediately went in, got this song recorded and put it out. And it got nominated for Vocal Event of the Year, which was crazy because it was just like some like really silly, really stupid song. But now the more I play it, the more fun it is. I haven't sang it in a while. Hopefully I remember it all, but
You got this. I know you do.
okay.
I have faith in you, my dear.
I hope I do live up to it.
You can do it.
I think I was a cowboy in a past life, 'cause I knew that look in your eye, lonely rattle in your spirit. I knew that you were born to fly with bandits and wild horses, tougher than nails, stronger than steel. So bring those pretty eyes close to me. Let me show you love is real. 'Cause you know this town ain't big enough for the two of us. Two sharp shooting swindlers with too much tumbleweed in the blood to settle down. We can ride away. I could be your starry-eyed bandit queen. Come on, take me where we're always wanted, but never found. Well, I ain't looking for trouble, but if that's what you offer, honey, I can't refuse. I'm looking at a troubadour, staring down his muse. Your thievery's a work of art, gentleman outlaw, you stole my heart. So honey, won't you ride me off into your sunset? You know that I could go all night, 'cause you know this town ain't big enough for the two of us. Two sharp shooting swindlers with too much tumbleweed in the blood to settle down. We can ride away. Let me be your starry-eyed bandit queen. Come on, take me where we're always wanted, but never found. Oh, these mountains are the darkest places where even vandals feel so alone. I wanna run beyond the smoking hills and roam. I need a love that's good and real as the night fades when dawn at our heels. Let's take the first train away from the bad deals. Just two bright-eyed wildfires blazing down the trail. Cause you know this town ain't big enough for the two of us. Two sharp shooting swindlers with too much tumbleweed in the blood to settle down. We can ride away to where we're always wanted, but never found. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. where we're always wanted, where we'll ever be found.
See, you didn't miss a word.
I love that song. And it was funny how controversial it was in my like life circle, because it was like some people were like, that song is so good, and some people were like, where would you even come up with something like that? And I'm like, well, you know,
It was a weird day.
it was a weird day. You know, I'm just glad you weren't there at the time.
Because you would have killed the vibe.
You would
man.
have killed the vibe. I was having a very vibey shower, and I came up with a really weird cowboy song, and we put it out, and it was a fun time to make it. And
Yeah.
it's just, you know, it's just a funny song. So.
It's a good song.
Thank you.
I was jamming out.
I'm glad. Bandit Queen was a sharpshooter,
Yeah.
and I name dropped her. It's like, it's kind of funny. Like, there'll be sometimes where I write something and then later I found out what I said. Like, I have a song called Oxford. I'm not gonna sing that one.
Okay.
Just holla, just like letting you know right now. But I had a dream, and I dreamed that I had gotten these lyrics.
Yeah.
And then I woke up and couldn't remember them. I was so upset. And I started remembering them all. I had never read a William Faulkner novel in my life at that time.
Yeah.
And I really didn't know much about him.
I don't know nothing about him. So.
Oh, I'm a big William Faulkner fan now, because I found out when I woke up, I was like, I started trying to figure it out again.
Mhm.
And it was all novel titles from William Faulkner, like
That's
the
interesting.
chorus was. And so I got kind of introduced to him through that.
Mhm.
And I was like, how, like, did God just tell me some things? Like, how did I
Yeah.
get there? And then after I, learned about him, I found out I really like the Southern Gothic genre of literature,
Mhm.
and started reading Flannery O'Connor and stuff like that. And then it was like, okay, now all of a sudden I have Southern Gothic Romance, the album. And it's like, it all stemmed from a weird dream I had one
Yeah.
night in, like, where was I? Pigeon Forge, I think. I was like, why did I have this dream?
Well, see, I got into a thing where I was reading a lot,
Yeah.
and I stumbled on an author, and I read everything that author ever put out.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And I was just like, I still have the books.
What is this author?
Patricia Cornwell.
What does she write?
She writes about Kay Scarpetta is the main character,
Mm-hmm.
but she's I forgot the name of them. Way up there, board certified, all this other crap, where they dissect the bodies and
Like an autopsy person?
yeah, but
I don't know
like
the
she's
real
like
word either.
she's like way up
Yeah.
in doing all that stuff, and she's solving crimes and stuff by doing all this.
So what I'm hearing you say is that you like to read mysteries?
It was weird. Yeah,
It
I
was
went through a
weird. It
time.
was a weird time. No, I'm not judging.
I went through.
I
a time.
love to read mysteries.
You got to check her out
Okay.
because
Patricia Cornwell.
and this is in no way an endorsement of Patricia Cornwell.
We haven't endorsed anybody. We have said a lot of people and a lot of bands,
Yeah,
and a lot of things. We have not endorsed any.
but if somebody wants to go back and research and look at stuff, Crocus was big back in the day too. You remember Crocus?
No,
You
you have
don't even
finally
know.
stumped me.
Really?
Yep.
Seriously?
Yes, you have finally stumped
You have
me.
not, girl. You've got to go back and listen to some Crocus
Okay.
because
It's
there's
giving me vibes like that. It's going to be a bug, and I can't.
it's
Crocus?
yeah, KROU.
K or a C?
Wait a minute, I'm trying to spell the damn thing.
KROQ.
Q.
That's not the one I
US.
wouldn't have guessed. K or C. Crocus.
I got to look and see exactly how they spelled it. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. I think that's right though.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna look this up.
Crocus,
because it's important.
KROKUS. Crocus.
KRO K. See, I knew it would have been a K and not a Q.
And one of my favorite songs that they did was called Screaming in the Night.
It's the number one.
Mhm.
All right. Guess what we're listening to on the way home?
So there you got that.
Nice.
Midnight Maniac is good too.
Cool.
So, I mean, they got a lot of good songs. They were big back in the day, then they faded away, and I think they actually started touring again.
Well, if I like them, maybe. Did you hear Megadeth is on their going to do their farewell tour?
Yep, they're doing their farewell.
That is really sad.
And the bad part about it is, I want to go so bad.
See, same. I want to go so bad, and I keep being like, oh, I will make it happen.
The bad part,
Is it already? It can't already be.
I can't. I don't know about you, but I don't care how much I like a particular artist. I'm not spending $300 for a freaking ticket.
Maybe somebody will invite. Maybe you'll get to box seat with some rich friends again.
Yeah, no, I doubt it.
Yeah, same. I don't think that I have any friends that like Megadeth. But if I did, I would casually hope that they figured it out. But it couldn't be me.
Yeah.
But it might be me if everyone goes and streams Heart Tells. My Heart Tells on Me, my new single, and make it go number one. I can afford to go. So y'all go stream it. Go buy it. Thank you.
And actually, I ain't gonna lie. If I could get Dave Mustaine on my podcast, I'd just love every damn minute.
It would be great. It would be so great.
Because we're both older men. We've been through that generation and everything else. And it's just like, could you imagine the damn stories me and him could pop off?
See if you can get him here. And then I'm going to need to play the piano that day.
Okay.
In the house. And
I don't see can you play Symphony of Destruction by piano?
No, but I'm using it as an excuse to be here.
Oh, okay.
So that then I can be like, oh, Dave Mustaine, I didn't even know you were coming today.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. I was just here to be here, you know?
Can I have your autograph?
I would be like, do the voice where you say, what did you? I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, it's and that's one thing I liked about the way he did his voice and everything on a lot of his music. I mean, it was just like that growl, loved it.
Yeah.
Something about it.
He's got a very unique voice.
Have you ever done any of that?
Growling?
No. Trying to manipulate your voice to make different sounds and all that stuff?
Oh, I feel like it's a bunch of different times during one song. I changed my voice.
Really?
A lot. Well, just depending on like what kind of song it is.
Mhm.
I just like to kind of change the sound, but it's kind of funny. I know this is not pertaining to what you said, but I had a broken nose when I was 14.
No.
And I got it fixed when I was 23.
Okay.
And you can hear on so when you're listening to Southern Gothic Romance,
Yeah.
you can clearly tell during that album I got nose surgery.
Okay.
Because it sounds like how I used to sound.
Mhm.
And then halfway through you hear my voice change into something a lot better because I wasn't singing through it like this anymore.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy.
You have
difference.
more passage.
Yes. And it's a little bit more of a powerful vocal. So it'll be like, especially my song called The Wash. If you're listening, I'm singing like this. And then all of a sudden I start singing differently. And it's really interesting. Like, I mean, I can hear it when we were going over the mixes to turn everything in. It was like, oh my gosh, like, okay, this is how this song goes. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you can really hear the post-surgery.
Yeah.
The post-surgery change.
Did you tell people you had a cold that day or something? And
I think like in my other 2 albums, you can really hear the same voice, and all of a sudden my voice changes, and it's like, well, I mean, I can actually breathe.
Yeah.
Now, so that's why it's different.
That makes a difference.
It makes an incredible difference. Getting nose surgery was one of the best things I've ever done.
Yeah,
It was pretty much a rhinoplasty by the time I had to get it all. I wanted like sinus surgery.
Yeah.
But like now, even looking at pictures of me, I look different because I had all this was broken.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of funny to me now to see what I used to talk like. I mean, like there's a video where I'm a collector of glass heads.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a video where I'm telling about where I found each glass head and what classic Hollywood actress I named it after.
Interesting.
And yeah, it's a weird quirk of mine.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I have my broken nose in this video. And then it was like, I can't even, the way I look and sound and everything is so different.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, okay, this is my new nose, new life, new me, you know?
It's a total makeover, darling.
It's a total makeup, a darling.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. So if anybody goes back and stalks my Instagram or whatever and finds that head video, let me know if you can tell the difference.
It's amazing that people will actually look at stuff like
I
that.
think you should. It's a very good video. I have since gotten more glass heads. I have since
Interesting.
gotten more glass heads. I need to make a part 2.
Okay.
And just be like, this is a new edition
With a new voice.
with a new voice, new me, new heads, new atmosphere, new everything.
Mm-hmm. That is amazing.
You know how it
I never
is.
knew that.
You never knew I collected glass heads or that I had a broken nose?
Either
Or
one.
Every one of it? Well, you know.
Either one of them. We had never talked about that before.
Well, do we usually rehash topics? Are we usually back on our usual?
I don't know.
Back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah, whatever that is.
I don't even know.
I
at
haven't
this
read the
point.
script. Have you seen the
I
script?
haven't seen the script.
Okay.
Who cares about a script?
Yeah, well, that's why I don't do scripts. I hate scripts.
No one cares about scripts.
Actors, maybe, but that's about it.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what's funny, though. I've actually read several things where, they make these movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of actors aren't following script like they used to. They're ad-libbing a lot of stuff
Yeah. Ooh.
because it sounds better. It goes better with the flow of conversation.
I kind of like that. I mean, I could see that if they were good at acting. On the other hand, I would have to think it through.
I would, if I was a writer
Mm-hmm.
writing for a TV show or a movie or whatever, the minute I heard that, Robin Williams was going to be in it,
Just don't even bother.
I would be
I
like,
would be like not writing.
I would just write down that Robin talks.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because he was perfect at it.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
heard like that whole, this could be wrong, but I had seen or read or something about that whole intro to when I was a kid. I thought it was really funny. The genie
mhm,
where he's in Aladdin, like all that was improv.
mhm.
Like that's so cool. He was a genius,
I know.
a comedic genius.
Well, I mean, I had him back in the Mork and Mindy days when he first
Yeah.
came out. I think his first role was actually on Happy Days. And that's where the spinoff of Mork and Mindy came from.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it was, dude, it was just like, he was constantly on all the time. I couldn't have a conversation with him. I'd be like, what?
He did. He was fast moving, fast paced,
Yes, very. I've
very
seen,
fast paced.
I've seen several specials that he done and all kinds of stuff. And dude, he had to have been one of the funniest men I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
rest his soul.
Yes.
But it's crazy stuff. Okay. So you gonna do one more song?
Sure.
Because
Let's see if I can do it without getting tangled this time.
because we're gonna have to get rid of you here in a little bit.
Oh Lord. I'm gonna have to get back on the road.
No, you're going shopping.
I've already been shopping.
You went shopping without me?
I did.
Man.
I bought this shirt before I got here.
I need to just give you my shopping list. This is what I'd like to have.
This is what I want.
Yeah.
Sorry. I could not. Okay.
I don't know. I think maybe we need to like take you to Bass Pro Shops and get you like a
I do
camera.
well, okay. I only go to Bass Pro Shop for archery equipment, archery supplies,
Mm,
because I am an archer. Fun fact.
awesome. I have an original Fred Bear recurve bow.
I need proof. I need to hold it in my hands and try it out.
I'm trying to think where it's at right now.
Where is it?
Because I'm in between. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just, you know.
Recurve is my favorite type, but I also like a good compound every once in a while. But recurve is my
See, now
preference.
I've had a lot of people trying to talk me into doing the crossbow stuff, and I'm just like,
cheating. Just get a gun.
it's not the same, you know.
Yeah,
because you got to feel the poundage, and when you let that arrow go.
Yeah,
I hate the trigger things.
there's nothing more satisfying than just letting it rip your skin.
Mhm.
It's great.
Oh yeah, that was the first thing Dad bought me was that little leather patch
Yeah.
on my arm.
Mm-hmm. I always have it and then still somehow end up bruised.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but
'Cause
it's-
sometimes the string would hit before it actually hit the
yes,
thing.
Yes, sometimes it'll slide that
Yeah.
leather piece down your arm, but I don't know. It's just like the moments before you release. It's just
Mhm.
like I don't know. It's just like everything is really quiet and it's just you. It's great.
Oh yeah.
It's just a great feeling.
That's what I love about having you on the show. We're all over the place.
We
You know
are
that?
all over the place. We are all over the place for sure.
I love it.
Well, I guess I'll do my new single.
That would be
We're
awesome
gonna do Heart Tells.
because it's a new single.
It just came out Friday. Which
Awesome.
I can't believe it's already been a week.
How's it doing?
Good. I like
Awesome.
this one. I don't know why I started talking more. I was playing it. Anyway, here we go. Here's Heart Tells.
Okay.
Your lips get me in trouble for the way they move. Your lips get me in trouble when you lie the way you do. My heart beats faster when I'm with you. My heart gets me in trouble 'cause my head won't tell it what to do. Oh, I can feel the beat. Oh, I can feel the speed when you're with me, baby. My heart tells on me. I can take the risk. Feel your fingers on my wrist when you're with me, baby. My heart tells on me. My heart tells on me. My pulse can keep a secret. My breath is short. Oh, I can't keep it hidden. When you open up my door, my eyes can see right through it. But I don't care. I'll lose my inhibition with your fingers in my hair. I can feel the beat. Oh, I can feel the speed when you're with me, baby. My heart tells on me. I can take the risk. Feel your fingers on my wrist when you're with me, baby. My heart tells on me. My heart tells on me. Tell me how you do it. You disarm and persuade. And if you couldn't tell it, if you can't see it all on my face, so I can feel the beat. Oh, I can feel the speed when you're with me, baby. My heart tells on me. I can take the risk. Feel your fingers on my wrist when you're with me, baby. My heart tells on me. My heart tells on me. My heart tells on me.
Nice.
Thank you.
I like that.
That is my new single. So everybody can go look it up. And I've been saying, send it to your crush.
That is funny.
Just be very forward. Be like, I like this song. And then send it to your crush.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
And I asked this question of a lot of artists at CMA Fest this year.
Okay.
When you release a song, do you do the usual watching the numbers climb, or do you just check on it every now and then, or do you just like, Mom, let me know how it does?
This is okay. I will check on it every once in a while, maybe. But it's just like I just read the comments of people who like it.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple months later, I'm like, oh, okay, let me look at the numbers. And then I'm like, okay. But I try not to look because I want to do the promotion and then see how the promotion worked.
Right.
You know?
See, that's because there's some people I had on the show at CMA Fest and they were just like, I don't watch it.
Yeah.
I can't watch it.
You can't watch it.
Because everybody's wanting that little takeoff.
Yeah.
You know, the whole, it gets in the groove and it just like, I can't remember the word, but anyway, it excels like crazy.
Well, I think like, I didn't know okay, this is going to make me sound really stupid, but I didn't know YouTube music was a thing.
Yeah.
I thought YouTube was YouTube, and that if you wanted to hear a song, you YouTube the song and you look at the song on YouTube, like a lyric video or something. I didn't realize that YouTube music was equivalent to like Spotify or Apple Music or something. There's YouTube music, which blew my mind. And every time I've ever promoted something, I have promoted it Spotify, anywhere you stream and download music. But I always send links to like Spotify, Apple Music, the ones that I thought of. And so, I mean, maybe this isn't a big number to others, but for me, knowing that I didn't know YouTube music was a thing and I've never promoted it a day in my life, I found out about YouTube music yesterday, looked myself up. I've got like 20,000 streams there. Yeah. Which is like, I know that's not like a million streams like some people have, but like I didn't know it was a thing. Yeah. So like, and then just for like never having promoted it there, I'm like kind of like, hell yeah. I didn't even know that it was performing there at all.
Yeah, because I would be like, oh shit, really?
Yeah.
And then click on it and be like, holy crap. All right. You know?
I mean, it just kind of took me by surprise because I never shared it. I mean, if it happened to be on any of like the smart URLs, I didn't put it there. Yeah. I didn't even know it was a thing. And so like, I've been watching like my I don't know, Spotify numbers for so long and like, okay, I gotta drive these or like whatever. And then I was like, I'm just going to start releasing music and then just let it be what it is. And then I found out people like were on so now I've got like 100,000 streams on Spotify and 20,000 on YouTube music. But I mean, like YouTube music, it just is sort of like, I didn't even know that was a thing. So holla to everybody that has been listening to me there. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah. It's weird how YouTube has opened up so much on a lot of different things. And I'm just like, maybe y'all ought to just put categories in there so everybody can know what category to go to. And there's some on there already, you know, the YouTube music, but there needs to be like a how-to section, because I think it gets the most hits because people don't know what the hell they're doing. So they go to YouTube, how to change a tire or how to, you know, it's amazing all the stuff that's under the how-to section. Yeah. That's where I was sitting there thinking the other day, let's get 2 or 3 songwriters together and just do like a YouTube series of how to write a song.
Oh, that would be fun.
I think it would be interesting.
I think it would be. I mean, I think you could get a mix of 3 songwriters and they'll tell you some advice. And then you get another 3 people in here that'll tell you something totally different. Oh, yeah. I think it'd be a great series of just like hearing people's advice.
See, I got a million ideas and I can't keep shit for myself. It's just crazy.
Well, I mean, start doing it. Then it's yours.
I don't know. We'll figure it
You
out.
already got your hands full with this one. You got a lot coming up with it too.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
I got a lot going on. I got a lot coming up. I've got a lot of projects that have been coming my way and people wanting to talk about stuff. And it's just like, damn.
Yeah.
Something that started out as a fun little hobby is just blowing me away.
Well, thanks for having me on to talk about my single.
Well,
and I think we talked about a whole bunch of other stuff. So thank you for the good combo.
Well, I mean, I remembered you had a little bit of goth stuff to you, and then the whole metal thing is whole different. I didn't know that, so now I know that.
I can talk about any genre except for probably screamo.
Well, I mean, it's
I don't know much about that.
I think it's crazy how much we've got in common.
That's very true.
Because you're from way down south and I'm from up here in country music city, you know, and it's just fascinating. Fascinating. Just simply fascinating.
I like the random British transition we got.
Well, you got to
here.
do something.
You got to do something. Just change the accent a little to keep it moving.
Well, yeah. That's what
I do.
I think it's funny because, like, when I do CMA Fest, I always get people from around the world at CMA Fest.
Yeah.
I had a
CMA
Scottish
Fest is
guy
always so
on. I
huge.
had Australian people on, all kinds of stuff. And I could just sit there and not talk at all and just listen to them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's crazy as I will get out.
That is crazy.
It's nuts. We got to get out of here. Please tell everybody where they can find you.
Yeah, so you can find me apparently on YouTube Music and also on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all that good jazz. Follow me at Jayna Jennings, Jayna. And I'm the only redhead that pops up when you type that in, Jayna Jennings.
And you can also go to www.JaynaJennings. Is it music or .com?
.com. JaynaJennings.com.
Okay. Because some people do the music thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's
I didn't.
Well, that's because nobody's got your name.
Amen. I'm just going to keep it that way in Jesus' name.
Honey, I appreciate you being on. This
Thanks
is so
for
much
having me
fun.
on.
We'll see you later. And tell everybody, love you. Mean it. Bye. You didn't wave.
Oh, sorry.